Hello students, welcome to the next lecture of graph theory. In the last lecture we have covered path, circuit, connected components. In this lecture we will cover cut vertices, cut edges, counting path between vertices. So first, what is cut vertices? Removal from a graph of a vertex and all incident edges produces a subgraph with more connected components. Such vertices are called cut vertices or articulation points. The removal of a cut vertex from a connected graph produces a subgraph that is not connected. See the example as shown here. So V is the cut vertex here. When we cut V vertex, then edges which are incident to this vertex that also get deleted. So that means we are pending with this edge and this. So this is the separable if it is not connected, or if there exists at least one cut vertex in the graph, then this graph is separable. Otherwise the graph is non-separable. So in this case, what is the cut vertex here? V. So same, this graph is separable. Next is cut edge, or we can say bridge. An edge whose removal produces a graph with more connected components than in the original graph. It is called it as cut edge. Now this graph is G1 graph. It can be split up into two components by removing one of the edge, that is BC. If we remove this edge, then this graph is divided it into two components. You can see it here. This is one component and this is second component. This is second component. Or one more cut edge is also there, that is BD. If we cut BD and include this BC, then obviously we are pending with only one vertex, that is D, and here this graph is pending. In that case, this is the graph and this is the only single vertex. So therefore edge BC or BD, it's a bridge. Now the graph G2, it can be disconnected by removing a single edge, CD. So this is the one component and this is the second component. So this graph is separable. The graph G3, this is the G3 graph. It cannot be disconnected by removing a single edge, but the removal of two edges such as AC and BC. So if we remove both the edges, then we are pending with this AB, means this is the one component and the second component is this one. So that means these are the cut edges. Next is vertex cut. Every connected graph except a complete graph has a vertex cut. So see the example here. In this case, vertex cut set of this G, capital G, is BE. So we have to cut the vertex, this B vertex, and the second is E vertex. So this is the vertex. If we cut both the vertices, then obviously the edges which are incident to this vertex, they also get deleted. So this edge get deleted, this edge, this edge. So we are pending with this component. And what is the second component? This is the second component. This edge obviously get deleted, this edge also get deleted. So we are pending with this AC edge and this one is the graph. So this is the vertex cut of this particular graph G. Now next is counting path between vertices. How many paths of length 4 are there from A to D in the simple graph G? So this is the simple graph G which has been given to you. First, we derive a matrix for this particular graph. How we derive this matrix? If there is an edge between two nodes, see this is A, B, C and D. Same way this is A, B, C and D. So in this case, if there is an edge from A to A, then we will put 1, otherwise we will put 0. So there is no such self loop on any of the node. That's why here diagonally it is 0. And there is an edge between A to B, that's why we are writing it at 1. There is an edge between A to C, that's why we are writing it as 1. Next is A to D, there is no edge, so that's why there is 0. Same way we can write out for the other nodes. Now we have to find out the length 4. So that means A power 4. So we will evaluate this A power 4, and here now how we can understand this, how many paths are there of length 4. So here the value is coming 8. So there are 8 paths from A to D. This is the conclusion of this particular matrix, that is A power 4. Now what are those 8 paths? These are the list of paths. See it here. A to B, B to A to B, then to D. This is the first path. A to B, B to A to C, C to D. This is the next path, and so on. There are 8 number of paths. So in this way we can calculate the counting path between different vertices. Thank you very much. In the next lecture we will do Euler path, Euler circuit, Hamiltonian path, Hamiltonian circuit.